Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog-a-day, and today is Wednesday the 2nd, and today was a blisteringly cold day for Florida. It's not that bad, it felt way worse. It's amazing how much colder stuff can feel when the humidity is still super high. So woke up this morning, got a couple things done, went and hopped in the hot tub like I do, got myself kind of loosened up a little bit, got the car packed up, headed out to do my vending route, check on it, all the fun stuff that comes with it. Got Karen off to work. She took the truck. I can never leave till after she leaves because the truck tends to not start for her way more often than it does me. So went ahead, walked out to the car, and there was this white shit like all over the top and on the windows, and it was just weird. It's like this grayish white. It was kind of a strange thing. So luckily went away real quick because we have a thing called the sun down here, and the frost that had landed on my windows and windshield and the top plastic strip vanished very quickly. But it still seems weird. You don't not see it maybe, I don't know, 5-8 times a year, if that even, you see frost down here. So went ahead, kind of had a good little chuckle about that. Got a few other things taken care of, headed up, did the route, went pretty much uneventful like it has been. Just nothing going on. I go check the machines that I can't get to, all the fun that goes with it. Keep calling and asking when I can get in. No idea when I can get in to see these things and get back in and service my actual route and start making some actual money, because right now I ain't doing shit. So it is what it is. Got back from there, got home, nothing major. I was gonna stop by the flea market, farmer's market, we want to call it, or at the county fairgrounds, and did not. Normally I stop there and buy my wife an orchid or two, but last time I was there I bought her like 5. I think I bought her a bunch. So she has a bunch to the house that still have lots of flowers on them, so not that big a deal. And for whatever reason today, I don't know, I just did not. It's like, I'll stop in, grab, spend $15 or so. What's $15 a week to spend on my wife to keep her happy? And I got there and I just literally had like an overwhelming dread of not wanting to be around people. So I was just like, can't do it, man. Even just walking straight to that lady's tent, grabbing the orchid and walking the hell back out of there, I felt, I guess, not inability. I felt like I did not want to. I'll just put it that way. I was feeling overwhelmed with the thought of being around people, and it was not worth the fact of doing that. So, yeah, I don't know. It hits me every once in a while, and that one got me good. So I did not want anything to do with it. So headed on home, got a couple things taken care of, went through and organized a few things, got some stuff put away and whatnot that needs to be done at the route. Chilled out there in the house for a while. It was actually too cold to go enjoy the outside. And I shouldn't say it's not too cold. I could have threw on, some, a jacket or something, went out there, went out of it bad. It just wasn't. Why be out there if I'm not going to enjoy it? I'm not going to actually have fun. It's not like I'm going to go out there, sit in the cold and smoke a cigar. It's not like back in Iowa when that was my only options, was to sit outside and maybe get the garage warmed up a little bit with the wood fire to be able to do it, or go up to my buddy's house. We just sat in an enclosed, small little, 12-foot trailer that we set inside with the doors open, the top open, and tarps over it, freezing our butt off in like Carhartts and blankets and gloves and stuff to smoke a damn cigar, because you might not smoke a cigar for 4 months if you don't. So I remember literally going to the casino just to go enjoy a cigar. Yeah, it is what it is. So went ahead, basically got there. I was like, it's not worth it. I'm not like, it'll be warm in a few days. I'll be fine. Do not need this at all. So I did turn the hot tub up to 104. So we'll see. It usually takes about a day to get to full temp from, I think I had it at 100. So it's 4 degrees. It'll take a little while to get up there. But with the nice cool nights and stuff, it'll be great to hop in there. And the nice, 104 degrees, when normally it's 100 degrees. When it's 80 degrees outside, you do not want a 104 degree hot tub. It's just way too damn intense and way too much. So when I had cranked it up, hopefully it'll be nice. End up making myself a beautiful ribeye steak tonight for dinner. I sous vide it. End up, when my wife texted, she was on her way home from work, popped it out of the sous vide, headed out, fired up the grill, got the grill smoking hot. Like, it was like 540 degrees in there. It was just so crispy hot. And chucked the steak on there, and it had some marinade that I'd made, so it was nice juices dripping down the fire, and just open charcoal, and just, oh my god, turned out amazing. Did up 3 potatoes. We split potato and a half each, and basically knocked that baby out of there. And it was absolutely like, oh my god, it was a $40 steak, bar none at any place, anywhere. Like, it was just so tender, so juicy, so delicious, and it had that nice extra crispy. I actually kind of burnt up the edges a little more than normal. I kind of charred the edges a little more. My wife likes them a little more charred. And there was one piece I hit that the fat on the very edge, the fat cap, had burnt out a little much. Had that weird little, almost like papery type, like mesh of the charcoal part that added a little bit of bad taste to it. But that was the only thing. And had I been paying attention to it, I would have cut that off. I would have saw it. I just wasn't really paying attention when I was eating. So it was so damn delicious. I was just knocking this thing out, and oh my Lord, was that so good. Like, this might have been one of my better steaks I've done in forever. And I looked at my wife and I said, do you have any idea how lucky you are to be married to an amazing, sexy man like me who can cook this damn good? And she laughed and she goes, yeah, I think about it often. I'm like, yeah, it don't show. Often it does not show. But I have to have these kind of cooking skills. I have to have these kind of abilities because I am a giant pain in the ass. So luckily I can, I'm funny. I have that going for me. But luckily I can cook really damn good every once in a while like this to make up for how big of a pain in the ass I really am, because I would not live with me at all. So, and I also think it doesn't hurt that I have this dog. It's kind of my thing. I think I kind of hooked her with the dog too, so she kind of fell for him as much as me. But it is what it is. So, but yeah, got done with dinner. Actually got a call from my London agent. Talked about a few things and stuff real quick. Spoke to my real estate agent also a little bit about trying to make an offer on the property, the duplex I want to buy. I think I'm going to make the offer contingent on a new 1-year lease signed by each of the residents. Kind of help give me 1 year safety net, which again, nothing stops them from stop paying their rent. Nothing stops them from, the governor signing another eviction ban, and I'm fucked and I can't kick them out. And I'm just literally possibly putting myself into bankruptcy because, 1 year, I have 1 year of safety net in my savings that can make the payments. But if this shit continues on and they don't make payments, I can't find renters and stuff. We can't. I don't know if we can afford to make that payment without it. Like, it's going to be a rough son of a bitch, which I guess if technically you're making half payment, you can draw it out 2 years, but man, I could literally be just destroying my financial future here on so many different ways. But I also could be increasing my financial future like 3x, like literally by signing some papers. I could be tripling my financial future just with rental incomes in the process. And if everything goes as planned, we can have it paid off. My goal is to have it paid off in 10 years. I think what more likely is probably 15, and worst case scenario is 20. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I also would love to pick up like 3 more rentals. I would love to add a rental every year. If this one goes well and it's bankrolling itself and it's doing well, basically could, let it look out. And if I don't mind being a landlord, maybe pick up a couple more units. I wouldn't mind picking up maybe a couple more smaller units that aren't $360,000 each. But it is what it is there. And if I could put on 4 units of rentals by the time I retire and have my own house that's paid for, so I still have a home base. Even if I only cleared $1,000 a piece off of those, after paying a management company and everything else and stuff, and paying tax and stuff, and paying interest, insurance and everything, that's $4,000 a month plus the house I have would be home base, which I could also rent out, grab another $1,000 easily off of, and it'd be more than that because rent would be more than that at the time. But minimum, that puts $4,000 cash in my pocket every damn month that I could then live with. I could spend my life traveling to where I want to do in 15 years when I convince my wife to finally retire and stop chasing that paycheck per se. So we'll see. It is what it is. Right now we're not in that position. We'd be sitting on, we could easily double our monthly income by paying these things off. I could knock on 15 years. That would just be, or if nothing else, cash them out. Like, let's say I had 4 of them each. I don't know. It is what it is. So it's one of those scary things. Right now, I don't know. I'm still not certain. I've got a number in my head. I'm not sure if I want to make just one offer and be like, you can take this or leave it, or if I want to make a kind of a lower offer, and then kind of argue back and forth and negotiate back and forth. I hate the negotiating factors. I hate that bullshit world. I'm often just said, I'll give you this, yes or no, and the guys come back, well, what about this? And I told you it's yes or no, and you just walk away from it. I don't have a deal. And again, if I don't get this deal, I won't lose sleep. I'll be perfectly fine. I'll keep looking. If I do get the deal, I will lose a lot of sleep probably, but hopefully it'll be worth it in the long run. So it is what it is. I did come outside, decided to have myself a cigar. It was actually not too bad out there. I fired up my little propane fired fire pit that I made myself out of an old trash can. It was copper piping, and a barbecue regulator that I hooked up into there, pulled it up, put a little concrete at the bottom to help hold it, made myself a nice little flame, balanced out there, pulled the curtain shut on my, I guess, mezzanine, or you want to call it, where the little sunshade, pulled this plastic tarp on the side, cut down the wind a little bit, had a little bit of flame, kept me a little bit warmer, and it worked out very, very nicely. So enjoyed myself a beautiful Cuba Libre 1 cigar, silver band. It's a little fat. It's like a 60 ring gauge. I probably won't buy the 60 ring gauge again. They're a little fat for me, but they smoke really well. It's only like a 5-inch cigar like that, so I thought it'd be a lot quicker smoke, but that big of a ring gauge lasts longer than I thought it was going to. So watched a little bit of TV there, talked to my mother, and basically had a wonderful day. Oh, I also talked to you earlier today. I talked to an old friend of mine from Iowa. Hadn't talked to her in forever and ever. Referred to her as Drake Girl in the past. One of the girls I knew through school. She was actually a little sister of a good friend of mine. She was far enough behind me in school we didn't actually go to high school together, so we kind of knew of each other, but we never really that good of friends in school. Got to know each other outside of high school a little bit, kind of hung around then, and then ended up meeting back up again after my wife and I were getting divorced, and I was at the gym working out a lot. She was also in there. She had a personal trainer and was not making any progress. It kind of got her to the point that she dropped like 5 pounds, whatever, and they just kept at her to do the same crap over and over again, and nothing was changing. So I gave her some pointers, got her into running, taught her how to run, went running with her quite a bit, including actually even like drove up and bought her like winter running gear, teach her how to find the right warm weather gear and all kinds of fun stuff that comes to that. Ran a handful of times, and she dropped like 7 pounds in the next like 3 weeks or where it was. And it was amazing how much different life can be when you actually just kind of change up your routine, have something, maybe not necessarily a professional expert trainer teaching you stuff, and taught her things that worked out really, really well. So, but yeah, we chatted, caught up on a few things. Her health's been kind of effing off. It's been up and down quite a bit as of late, so she's been kind of struggling with some of those problems that is never a good thing, but it's always good to hear from her. We'll text every once in a while here and there and stuff. Rarely ever do we get a chance to actually talk. So it was fun to actually talk to her on the phone, and good to catch up and see how things are going back home. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.